everybody. Who over here likes art? Are you all fans of art? I sure am, and so I present y'all with my idea of how art can help and benefit people if there were art stations in public places. My name is Shreya Tibrewala and I'm currently in 7th grade. The world we live in today can be quite a stressful place for many people. This environment can lead people towards overthinking, anxiety, and a lack of focus, paving the road to depression. Most of the world lives within their own thoughts and has a hard time expressing their feelings. This is where art comes in. So, what is art? Art is a language that can convey words and emotions that individuals can't. It is the feeling of one's expression through many different mediums, such as dance, literature, and painting. Art is something that provides us with joy. It is the creation of anything beautiful using talent and imagination. It allows us to look at the world from another person's perspective. Most art seems to tell a story about where a person has been and what they have seen along the way. Art is a feeling. Art is an emotion. Art is everything, and everything is art. But how does art help our mental wellness and stress? Have you noticed that when you're trying to concentrate, you begin doodling subconsciously? That is art helping you. Art can help relieve worry by helping people express themselves. The process makes you experience better attention, greater creativity, and a bigger sense of well-being. When you're fully immersed in creating art, your mind and body enter a meditation-like condition, enabling your thoughts to flow freely and reducing the tension in your body. When you think about your difficulties again, your mind is calmer and more prepared to deal with them. It was my exam season going on, and I was stressed out. I had my textbook open, but I couldn't understand a thing. I decided to take a break and clear my head. I took out a book and some color pencils and decided to let my stress out on paper. After I finished, I was amazed to see that I was feeling much better now, and my head was clear of all the worrying thoughts. This feeling continued throughout my exams, and I realized that art is one of my biggest stress busters. What I experienced was a form of art therapy, a creative process that promotes mental well-being. Art therapy helps you heal from trauma and other psychological disturbances. It helps you express yourself more freely, and you also have better confidence. It facilitates expression of one's feelings through painting and drawing. I'd like to share a short story with you all. An 18-year-old boy, Simon, was dealing with severe depression and was having a hard time expressing his feelings. His therapist decided to use art as one of his treatment options. Simon was presented with a blank canvas and was told to paint his current emotional state. Simon chose to paint the entire landscape grey. He drew a series of large rocks and drew himself as a smaller shape compared to them. During his discussion, Simon explained that his choice of grey represented his general mood, and the large rocks represented the problematic life which felt overwhelming. Through this process, Simon was able to express his feelings without verbalizing them. He was made to understand that he could deal with his emotions by simply shifting the rocks that he had painted. Simon could see that by giving shape to his problems, he could contain and shift them. Now, Simon's case was serious, and therefore he needed one-to-one therapy. But let's talk about people like us who aren't dealing with depression, but we all have our shares of stress and anxiety. Imagine if we were going through a difficult phase in life, and when we had the opportunity to create art in a non-judgmental environment, how wonderful would that be? Enter art stations. I believe that art stations in public places such as schools, colleges, etc. can really help a person, because the idea is to make them accessible to everyone. Art stations are not just physical spaces, but are portals that unlock floodgates of ideas and creativity. By experiencing these spaces, a person can dive into an ocean of ideas and imagination. Let me tell you about my vision for these. Envision a large airy space with a lot of natural light. These spaces will have stools, chairs, tables and easels. There will be a sort of pantry filled with all sorts of art and craft supplies. There will also be soothing music playing in the background. Everyone will be able to come, pick their material and get to creating. No holds barred. The idea behind these art stations are to be truly non-judgmental spaces where a person can be themselves and set their mind free of any trouble they might be facing. I believe that art stations outside schools, college campuses, local clubs and corporate offices can really help and benefit a person because the idea is to make them accessible to each and every one regardless of social economic status. Building these art stations will require a lot of effort, which I believe is possible by coming together as a community. It is my hope that we can make this art station dream a reality. All it will take is for us to unite and make the world a better place, one art station at a time. I sincerely thank you all for coming here today and listening to me. I would like to leave you all with a quote by Pablo Picasso. Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Thank you.